I am.
Hey, it's Gloria. How are you?
I'm good, Gloria. How about you?
Come on.
Where my girls at? Where my girls at? Independent, free spirit. Ooh, it's some serious. Where my girls at? We link up in a cool minute. Where my girls at? It's going down, down. Where my girls at? It's going down, down. It's going down tonight. We're going.
All right. Yes. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. And WFDF, 9 a.m. the Superstation. It's the girlfriends. Where my girls at? Here they are. Oh my goodness, we have perfect attendance today. There's Gloria, Sabrina, and Caterina. Whenever we have everybody, it's a good day. It's a good day in the neighborhood. Well, it's a wonderful hump day. It is Wonderful Wisdom Wednesday. I am your host, Sabrina Goodwin Monday from Geneva on the Lake, Ohio. Excited to be here. We are the girlfriends, and we've been at this for a while. You can reach us every day, Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, every day of the week. Can you get excited about that? We amaze ourselves. We amaze our own doggone selves that we are here every day, present and accounted for. We talk about everything positive, powerful, not Pollyannish. We hit the topics. Sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's silly, but what you can count on, 30 years of friendship being celebrated. Today, we are talking real friendship versus fake friendship. It exists. And so check your girlfriends. I know you got some friends out there, you looking at them at the side eye. Get them on this show. We're gonna let you know if they're the real deal or if you need to let them go. We're here, you guys. Lots going on in the city. Thank you for joining our tribe. You can reach us on Facebook, Force of Friendship, 9 a.m. Facebook, iHeartRadio, the 910 app. So many different ways to reach us. Reach out and touch somebody. Follow us on social media. Yes. Our lives are exciting. Our lives are interesting. We believe they are anyway. And so, hey, life is what you make it. Life is what you think about. Caterina, out there on the West Coast, she's our queen behind the scene. She makes all the things happen for us. Caterina, how are you out there on the West Coast? And then we'll go to the rest of the girlfriends. How are you?
Well, I'm going to be your real friend today and tell your other friends that they was about to be fake friends if they didn't show up on time. Okay? So.
We were talking about him. What were we talking about him? I said, let them not show up. Let them not show up. And not say they wasn't going to be here. That's a fake friend right there. That's a fake friend. But in true fashion, they showed up. That's right, Caterina.
Round the corner, baby. Round the corner.
And Katrina's a real friend, but she's kind of dicey, like she tells it on the sly. It's like, I ain't going to say nothing when she says something. Right. Okay.
Well, I just get so amazed. We are so comfortable on this show the way we slide in here. I know Michael. We need to give Michael a round of applause because he puts up with all four of us calling in 5 seconds before airtime. And I'm over here. Sabrina said, what are you doing? You look like you're sewing. I said, no, I'm doing my nails. Like 2 minutes before the show. I mean, we do the most, but we get it done. We weave it in, and it's unbelievable. If you thought you didn't have time, just have an opportunity like we got issues come up. And all of a sudden, you find an extra 10 hours a week that you didn't know you had. So we are here. One day my lips will match my face on Facebook. That'll be my Christmas gift. All right, Chris, how are you?
I am doing good. You guys, it has started. It's time to put the Christmas ornaments, the Christmas decorations up. You guys, can you believe this is December 1st, 24 days until Christmas? Is it me, or do you guys feel the same way that this year has just flown by? I mean, it seems like it's just going faster, even though I know we still have 24 hours in a day. It just seems like Christmas got here really, really quickly. So, I'm not the girl. I haven't gotten there yet where the day after Thanksgiving, all of the Christmas ornaments and Christmas trees are up. No, I have, it looks like I just moved in this place. I have boxes everywhere. So anyway, I'm excited to start on the holiday decorations. And so that's always an exciting time. And, you know, guys, in the news, they're talking about the young man that shot those high schoolers on yesterday from Oxford High School. And it's about an hour outside of Detroit. And today, sadly, another one of the victims died. And so now it's 4 counts wow. of murder. They're charging him with, as an adult, they're charging him with terrorism. I mean, the list was on and on. And you know what was really interesting, and it was on all the news outlets on today, is that they met with him the day before because he was acting strange. And I don't know what that means, whatever he was doing in the classroom. He was acting really, really strange. So they literally, counselors met with him the day before. Then the day of, he was still acting strange. They met with him and his parents the day of, you guys, hours before they met with him. So they met with him twice. The second time they met with him with his parents. And then I'm assuming the parents left to go home. I guess they were assuming all was well. And they said he went to the bathroom, had his backpack, had the gun in his backpack, and just came out and just started randomly shooting. So it wasn't like, you know how you hear sometimes there are individuals who have been bullied and they go to school and they're looking for certain people. This was not that. And the sheriff was saying it's not even a bullying incident. They found a notebook, a journal where he said that he wanted to go to a school and he wanted to kill some students at the school. And he carried that thing out. And it was just amazing because they showed, and of course, because it's local here in Michigan, they showed him. And when I tell you, as the judge was reading all of the counts, he was just sitting there, matter of factly. Do you understand? Yes, I do. I mean, there was no emotion. There was no contrition. You didn't even feel like he had any fear of all of these counts because all of these counts carry a life sentence without parole. And he's only 15 and they are charging him as an adult. So, you know, it's just going to be really, really interesting, you guys, to hear the backstory, to hear what was going on.
Where'd the gun come from, Chris? Where did the gun come from? Where'd the gun come from?
Well, the report that they had out on yesterday was that his father went and bought that gun the day after Thanksgiving. Now, how his son got his hands on it, why he purchased that kind of gun, that is all speculation, or, you know, we don't know. So it's just going to be interesting to find out why his father thought to buy that kind of gun of all guns and how his 15-year-old son ended up with that firearm. So you guys, it's just a sad situation. My heart continues to go out for the families. Their life will never be the same. And it's just a sad situation all the way around. So I'm going to toss it over to Gloria. What's going on, Gloria?
Crisette.
Yes.
Man, girl, that's some
what
stuff
part of
right
town
there.
is that? I mean, what part, where is that in Michigan? Is that it's a high-end community?
Yeah. If you saw the high school, you know that it was a suburban community. I would say it's a little over an hour outside of Detroit. So yeah, it's a suburban community for sure.
You know, the press conference said Pontiac. Is it close to Pontiac, Michigan?
That's where they had him arraigned. So I don't know. Pontiac from Detroit is probably about, 20, 30 minutes. So it could have been the closest place for them to arraign him. Yeah, because Pontiac is predominantly Black for sure.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Hey, Gloria, they want to know what you're drinking. I want to know what you're drinking too, because it's showing up.
A milkshake. It's a Coke Flow. She gonna say it's a protein drink. She know that's a Coke Flow. Okay.
Yeah, it's the
so
calories he
messy,
talked
y'all.
about
She
yesterday.
just
The
messy.
calories.
But I'm telling y'all, I told you it's December 1st, and I'm getting it together. I don't know about y'all people, but I am getting it together. I only need one show from Walter to say get it together and watch what you eat. So this is a special kind of drink. It's of chocolate flavor, and I don't even like chocolate, but it's of chocolate flavor, 100 calories, because you're supposed to eat every hour and a half to 2 hours. You're supposed to put something in your body so you can have high metabolism. And so I don't care. I don't care about y'all. Okay. I'm gonna be that girlfriend. I don't care about none of you. Okay. I am gonna get it together. It is December 1st. So that's number one. Number two.
I worked out today, Gloria. I got up. I gave a shout out to Walter. I tagged him. I got up and I got my workout on today. So I'm feeling really good. Yes, ma'am.
And I ain't do all of that. Now I ain't do all that.
Okay.
But I did drink a lot of water, and I've been eating my food because seriously, y'all, today was the day. Now I'm telling you right now, I used to fight Chris tooth and nail when it came to the girlfriend, and I have been on a hunt. Today was my first wig day. Last night we tried it. We did some, you know, but then she took me to the special wig show. I got a whole education, y'all. We're gonna do a wig show. Because I got this whole education on the wig industry and who to go to, and in the back alley, down in the dark, over to the corner, got me a wig, got it dyed the color it needs to be dyed. She gonna shape it tonight because it's awesome, because my son's girlfriend is deep into color. She's a colorist and she knows how to cut hair. So I don't know what I'm gonna look like tomorrow, baby. I don't know what I'm gonna look like later this week. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I done moved over to the industry. So
She done went to the other side. Go on to the other side. I'm
Come
the
on over,
lone nut,
Gloria.
okay? I am the lone nut.
Sabrina. Come on, Sabrina.
Y'all trying to be influential. Oh my goodness.
Look,
Oh,
by the time you get to Hawaii,
y'all.
we gonna give you some Hawaii hair. You're gonna have some Hawaii hair, okay?
Right. When we get to Hawaii, y'all, seriously. And just like Chris said, the year goes like this. And next thing you know, we're gonna look up, we're gonna be in Hawaii for real. Although we know we gotta talk about this new variant, but other than that, yeah.
Omicron.
Deep. Back to you, Sabrina. Back to you, baby.
San Francisco,
Francisco.
first case. San Francisco, first case today.
What they say about it, Sabrina? What they
coming.
say?
Well, they just said the first case is in San Francisco. That's all I heard. I went past the TV and I saw that flash, so I don't know the full story. Also, I saw Jesse. Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say, Sabrina, I did hear Dr. Fauci talking about it. And this, the first case, he was coming from overseas. And they said he was fully vaccinated and he had very light symptoms, nothing major at all. So that was good to know. And so they are saying that, you know, based on what they're getting from Israel, where there is that variant, that it looks like individuals who are vaccinated are faring very well if they happen to catch that variant. So that was exciting news. And let me just say, tomorrow we're going to be talking about the new variant with Dr. Vanessa Robinson. So we're excited about that conversation on tomorrow.
Now, I had somebody come to my house because he was coming to take some measurements, and he had his mask on, and I asked him if he was vaccinated, and he kind of said with an attitude, why does that matter? Because when you're vaccinated, you're going to be asymptomatic. You won't show symptoms. He had a little bit of an attitude, so we had but I did think about what he was saying, which is interesting. So what you just said is he had light symptoms. So he was vaccinated, but he's traveling all that way. His symptoms were light, so he didn't know he had it, you know. So I thought that, you know, it was interesting. But San Francisco,
get vaccinated, get your booster.
Exactly.
I mean,
you must.
He was vaccinated, so grateful that he has mild symptoms.
Save his life.
Because
saved
the people,
his life.
What'd you say, Caterina? What?
I said saved his life. I mean, my friend who I told you guys who we were praying for, I mean, out of the hospital, but her whole family is now vaccinated after what she just went through.
I bet. Well, you guys call us at 313-778-7600. These phone lines have been way too quiet. We want to hear from our tribe. You know it's a problem when Marathon ain't even calling in no more.
Where is Marathon?
Where are you?
Where you at,
we
Marathon?
miss you. Where you at, Marathon? We're talking real friendships versus fake friendships. We're calling out the fake friends. We want you to get better. And so call us 313-778-7600. We're going to take a break. We'll see you on the other side. Friends, here we go. Well, we're back. We are back with We Got Issues, 9-10 a.m. the Superstation, WFDF. Well, today we are talking friendships, real friendships, fake friendships. Girlfriends tell the truth. Have you ever been that fake friend acting like you like somebody, knowing you don't want to go to her dinner party, knowing you don't want to go out with that couple? Tell the truth, to shame the devil. I'm telling you what, you guys, friendships matter. Importance of identifying how they classify, because there are levels to friendship. There are different levels to different friendships. So, First Lady Crisette, Saved and Savage. I love your sweat top. You know, we are bossy, bougie, happy, but saved and savage. Oh my goodness, that's my First Lady right there. Okay, we know the saved part. What about the savage part? First, are you a fake friend or a real friend? What are you?
No, I am a real friend. I am a real friend, and I will say this: as a real friend, you absolutely want to be truthful with your friends. But I'll be honest and say there have been times where I've been challenged because of I don't want to hurt, someone's feelings. And it could be something as, they're excited about an outfit and you're kind of like, oh my goodness, that is not looking good. Or, they got a different, hair color, haircut, and you're kind of like, and they're all excited about it. And so I have to, I'm getting better with it. and I know it is very important that you get the truth from your friends because you want people to give you the truth. And I'm going to tell you, our girlfriend, Nora is, when I tell you, she is just that friend that's going to tell you the truth, whether you want to hear or you don't. And she does it in love. I mean, there are many times where I've done stuff to my hair and Nora's like, that ain't it. That ain't it. I don't like it. And you know what? I'm going to let you know I don't like it. You know, you have an outfit on. She gonna tell you she don't like it, and that's it. And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you something that I've learned. When you are honest at that level, people trust to ask you because they know that you're going to tell the truth. And that's what I have to remember. Get out of your feelings because it's not about you. Hurt, you know, oh, well, how are they going to feel? No, that's really how are you going to feel? So I'm getting better with being honest. Now, I'm honest with Sabrina because Sabrina, you know, she'll cut you in a minute. So, you know, I don't have a problem being honest with that chick right there.
Yeah,
because she will tell you. Okay.
But, you know, don't you think that
I think
also, you know, the fact that Nora can tell you stuff like that because she also tells you when things are so fabulous. She has an equal passion when things are really, you know, ooh, girl, you know, we can all imitate each other. Ooh, girl, you know, ooh, you know how she do it like that. You know, she just really pours it on thick when she loves it. So when she doesn't love it, she pours it on the equal amount of thickness. That ain't doing it.
Right.
You know, so it's that kind of piece, that trust level is high because it's on both sides. It's on both sides.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
That's
that's
it.
also.
Hold on, y'all.
We so excited about a caller.
We got callers. I hear our friend is back in town. Who's on the phone line? Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling. We got issues.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hi, Marathon. How you doing, Marathon? You got some applause.
I'm just gonna tell you, I just had the blues. I've been listening to the shows, and I've been enjoying them, but I didn't feel I had nothing to add to it.
Well, you really got something to add, Marathon. Don't never question. You got plenty to add.
Yeah. Well, Marathon, we're so glad to hear from you. I mean, really, late in the midnight hour, I'm texting a girlfriend saying, "Where is Marathon?"
Right.
Okay, this is way after the show is over, but it just dawned on us that we hadn't heard from you, and we said it's been before the holidays, and so just know that we're praying for you, and we know that holidays are not easy for a lot of people. And so just know that you have a friend in us.
Yeah, I just felt, you know, I'm estranged from my family, and it got to me.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? We'll be praying for you, Marathon, and reach out to a couple of friends because sometimes friends can be more like family than blood can be.
right.
We're going to pray that you find some friends that give you great comfort during this holiday season. Those are real friends, those who are with you during the times when you need the most. Thank you, Marathon, for letting us hear your voice.
I'm listening to y'all, though.
Good.
Okay. Good deal. All right, I think we have another caller. Caller, are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
Good.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I wanted to talk just a little bit about the friendship element. And I was always taught to have good friends, you got to first be a good friend.
Right.
You know, don't expect people to do something for you that you're not willing to do for them in return. And that was just common courtesy as I grew up. I'm 50, so, you know, I come from a different era. And, you know, I'm actually cut from a different cloth. Because now I have to say friendship and etiquette and lesson learned behavior. So we got to really be careful what we show our kids. If our kids don't see us have true friends, good friends, get resolved when things don't go right, they don't know how to resolve issues. They don't know how to be friends because they didn't see us do it. I'm talking about as simple as broken relationships. If you mother and father, y'all not in the same household, that don't mean y'all can have friendship and cohesiveness, even just so the kids can see how it looks. So I think friendship is a learned behavior. You know, I coached in a school in the suburbs, And it was a guy who started a chili. He was cooking chili. And this is suburbs, Caucasian majority neighborhood. And those people used to come on Saturdays to support this guy. Not only did they come, they brought their kids. Not only did they bring their kids, they brought stuff for the neighbors. Okay?
Right.
They saw what support looked like as a kid.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So in our community, we not only don't support each other, we talk down about people who do support them. So the kids that sit there and see that, and they learn not to support each other. You understand? So I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, we really got to be careful of our actions because the kids are watching. And we all know the age. Yes, the age from 0 to 9 is the most vital age for kids. And if you don't put nothing in them, I'm not saying they can't change. I'm just saying they can be deeply uprooted and moved to a different area around people who are doing things the right way. You know what I'm saying? So
He must be the example. Yeah. Well, thank you. What's your name? What is your name?
Bill Bixby.
Bill Bixby. Well, Bill Bixby, we appreciate you calling. We got issues with the force of friendship. You definitely added value to the show. Call us again. Thank you so much.
I will.
Excellent. All right, you too. You know, friendship.
To recognize your circle. Is it healthy? Is it toxic? Is it what you deserve to have in your life? 15 signs of a fake friend. They're a fair weather friend. They come and they go. They're around when it's convenient for them. Who wants those kind of friends around? Number 2, they aren't there for you at all when you need them. Number 3, oh my goodness, what kind of friend is that? I mean, only there when you need them. Who needs that kind of friend? And then there is, let's see. They always seem to need something. You know, those are the moochers. They all, you know, who wants, I mean, really, I don't like those kind of friends. Every time they're around, they're wanting to borrow clothing, borrow money. They always
Borrow jewelry,
borrow
jewelry.
Shut up. Okay, Crisette. No. Okay, there you go. Being messy, being savage. Okay, there you go, being savage. Or how about this one? They're competitive. They're always competing against you. Instead of cheering for you and being there for you, what we know in this world, there's enough for everybody. Be happy for your friend. Don't compete against them all the time. You don't have to compete at all. It's enough for everybody. Number 5, they make you feel bad about yourself. You know, they slide in those comments about the way you look, where you work, who you're dating. You know, those friends, they always have something to say.
Hey, Sabrina, I had a friend that, you know how you have friends that'll give you a compliment and then turn around, take it away like, oh, your hair looks so nice, but girl, them shoes are jacked up. Have you ever had friends like, I had a friend that she would do that all the time. She'd give you a compliment, and just when you were excited about it, she was going to tell you something that wasn't a compliment. And so that is exactly what you're saying. You know, they give it, but they take it right back.
Mm-hmm. Right. The next point is they don't celebrate with you. They don't celebrate with you. How about this friend? They drain your energy. I mean, you see them coming, you know they're going to zap it. You know they're going to zap it. They're going to zap it.
You don't want to answer the phone. That's when you're really glad for caller ID, because you're like, no, I don't have 45 minutes, and they don't know how to get off the phone. Those are the ones, man, oh man, they just run on sentence. Bad news after bad news after bad news after bad news. Okay, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Okay, how about this one? They're your friend, but they talk about you behind your back. That's not a real friend. That's straight up fake all day, every day. If you're my friend, don't let nothing negative about me come out your mouth. Okay? I mean, behind my back, if you're a real friend, come to me. Come to me. Say it to my face.
Katrina. Has Sabrina said anything behind my back? Come on, you can tell it on the show.
You know, Chris. I'm going to say FaceTime me. I'm going to say, I got something for you. FaceTime me, okay? How about this one? Okay, well, we kind of talked about that. They never have anything good to say. I'm gonna breeze through this because our time is getting there. How about disrespect? Just disrespectful.
Oh yeah, man. That ain't a friend. That is definitely not a friend. That is not a friend at all.
What about one-sided friendship? You're the one always calling. You're the always saying, "Can we get together?" You're the always one making time. No. Now that's a turnoff to me. If I'm doing all the giving, we're not gonna be friends very much longer. No. How about they have something to gain from you? They're always looking to gain for something. Jealousy, always jealous. How about that? Jealous girlfriends. The ones that sabotage you. Their behavior is repetitive. They never change. Now we're going to talk about what do you do about it? How do you handle it when we come back from the break? Call us at 313-778-7600. We are calling out the fake girlfriends. No more. We're cutting you off. Bye-bye. We'll be right back.
What you do? Smiling in your face.
It's the force of friendship. We're here Monday through Friday, 9 10 a.m. The Superstation. Regina, call us back. We had Regina on the line and we lost her. We want to hear from our friends today. 313-778-7600. We are talking friendships, real and fake. Oh my goodness, we all had many friendships along the way. How about those backstabbing girlfriends? You guys, no joke. You talking about a fake friend? I had a friend in college, thought she was my friend, came back from Christmas break, was dating this guy. I got back, found out she had been with my boyfriend. Okay?
No.
Now, that's a fake friend. Yeah, that's for real. Okay.
They got other words for that, not just fake friend. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
You can't say it on the radio.
They got a
Okay. Yeah. So backstabbers, smiling in your face and doing everything else behind your back. It's a cold world out there.
Talk about him too, both of them. I said, and him too, both of them. Don't just blame it on the woman, okay?
Absolutely, for sure.
Hey, Sabrina.
For sure.
Did you have any inkling that she was feeling him or he was feeling her?
None until I realized that was going on. I was like, okay, now it all makes sense. No wonder. She was always like, well, where y'all going? I'll go. Okay. And so then it started making sense to me. Get your own man, please, for real. Oh my goodness. And so,
but you know what? That also leads
40 years later, I see her now, and every now and again, I look at her at the side. I see on Facebook, I never will forget. I was like, you are not to be trusted. No.
You still giving her a side eye, Sabrina?
Nowhere near
40 years later.
But you know what? That's also a sign when you expect people to be your friend. You know, it's a tough place to be when you expect people to be your friend. And you want to live in that space. You want to live in that space that everybody's going to be nice to you. You want to live in that space that everybody's going to be a good friend. And so it's a real hard thing when you're hit with somebody who does something like that to you, because a lot of times all those things you were listing out before the break, sometimes those things come out of left field and you're like, where'd that come from? Or why'd that come at this time? Or, you know, a friend that's been a friend for 2 or 3 months or 4 or 5 months, and then they get real comfortable and then their true friend comes out. And what about the friend that doesn't want you to have any other friend? You know, y'all ever had one of those friends? They want you to block all the rest of the friends because they want you all to themselves, and they go from being a great friend to a horrible friend because they want to cut out your family. They want to cut out your TV time. They want to cut out everything because it's all about them and only about them. It's a real uncomfortable situation.
Yeah. You know, some people think I'm not a high maintenance friend. I'm not someone who needs a lot of time, but when you need me, I will fly across the country. I'll fly across the world to be there to help you in your moment. You know, when my girlfriends get married, when they have babies, when there's a loss, I'm that friend who will be there, but I'm never going to be the first one to call you on your birthday. Okay. Like, I'm not the one who's going to remember and catch every single moment. But when the rubber meets the road, I mean, I just appreciate that. When my father passed away, I knew I could call one girlfriend that I could just say, I need you to just get to my house with my mama. And those kind of friends, it's like, we don't talk all the time, but it's just being that kind of friend when you really, really need. Some people think if I, would say that I'm not a great friend because I'm not talking to you all the time, because some people need that. My mama loves to jaw jack on the phone with her friend every day for an hour. That ain't me. Okay. So it just,
that's a different kind of chapter in the chapter of friendship. Is I gotta talk to you every day, all day, long conversation. One person, my man, period. That's it. That's it. Like for every day, all day. No.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. But I think it's important that sometimes you attract the people that are similar to you. Like-minded people. We are all great friends. We are all busy. We all, there are times where we will linger on the phone and laugh and talk. Like Sabrina had me up past 1 o'clock the other day, and I was like,
and she was decorating her house
till 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay.
FaceTiming while she's decorating her banister. Well, let me go over here and get this garland. Well, let me show you this bow over here. I'm like, Chris, I'm about to go to bed. I'm not going to sit up with you on FaceTime while you decorate your whole house. I'm not doing that.
Look, you live pretty close. Soon she's going to be like, it's only a couple hours. Just go and drive over.
Exactly. Come on up the road.
But you guys, let's talk about that, because we are very, very good friends and we are busy and we cheer for each other. And there's a saying that many times everybody in your huddle is not cheering for you. So you have to be careful about who's in that circle, because there could be a Judas in that camp. And so, but the jealous spirit, as women, we find that a lot. And I'm so grateful that we have made sure that that is not a part of our conversation. Can you guys talk about how we make sure that that is not who we be, and how advice that you can give to others? Because that jealous spirit can be ugly.
Right. Well, I would say this. I would say this. Huh?
I was just gonna say we understand our lanes. We understand, I don't know, it's maturity, maybe. How would you describe it, Gloria?
You know, I think it starts with confidence. It starts with confidence, acknowledging that everybody has their own lane. You know, like when Sabrina announced you as queen of the, you know, behind the scenes, we all smile and love it and acknowledge that you do it the best, you know, and that's just what you do the best. And there's some things that Sabrina does the best, and there's some things that Chris does the best. And I think that we all acknowledge what we do, and it comes from a place of confidence, and it comes from a place of growth. But I think it first starts with a place of kindness. You know, we're really kind with each other. Like, seriously, y'all, we've been on this show like 10 months, and we still get off the show talking about, okay, who's going to contradict somebody? Somebody needs to start an argument up in this camp. We can't even start an argument up in the camp. Like, can't you just interrupt somebody? Can't you just disagree? And we just don't. I mean, it's just not part of who we are. And so that, I think, is like the baseline. And it goes back to what Chris says. You will attract like-minded people. We're all very busy. We all got our own things going on. We all got, you know, deep in our family. But when we're with each other's family, we're all digging into each other's kids' life. We're all nosy about the other kid. Each one of us will go over to each other's kids and ask them deep personal questions we ain't got no business knowing, and feel totally perfect doing it. Like, oh, okay, well, Sabrina's asking. I'm gonna go over there and ask him some questions too. You know, it's crazy. We are a crazy bunch right now. So as we take on the force of friendship and show people about good girlfriends, I like this because it reflects to people what some things they know and they appreciate, and then it's going to help you reflect on things that you have accepted but you really don't want to accept. There's some, like when you talked about going to friends, how about when you go to dinner with people that you know are going to get in an argument? I cannot stand going to dinner with couples that are okay arguing in front of other couples. And we always go to dinner with each other when we travel. We never anticipate that somebody's arguing, and we know that if somebody did have an argument, they ain't gonna show it at the table. No,
Okay.
Right. It ain't gonna show it. We all gonna walk in there smiling.
Exactly. What about letting those relationships go that you know are not healthy? No, she's not authentic. Even the guys, if they're not for you, they're against you. That's the bottom line. It's no, you can be for me on Tuesday and against me on Thursday. How do you let those relationships go that are not good?
I think one of the things that because I think that's a hot topic, because it doesn't feel good to let them go. It never feels good to let them go, because you feel like, number one, you waited too late. You waited till you were frustrated, right? You waited till you're too frustrated, and you waited too late. And then you're mad at yourself because you feel like you allowed yourself to get abused, you know, because of the way they talked to you or the way that they treated you and all that kind of stuff. And then when you let them go, then you feel sad because you start to remember what they were like when you first became friends, how much you laughed with them, how much you had so much in common. And it's hard to realize it's not like that anymore. Then you start to blame yourself. Am I the one who made it happen like this? You know, you go through all this kind of conversation. When I keep telling people, everybody in your circle, you need to keep or cut. Keep or cut.
Keep or cut.
Keep
That's
or cut.
good. Keep or cut. Let's go to the phone line. Cynthia. Hold on, Chris. And Caterina. Cynthia, are you there? I love that, Gloria.
I love that, Gloria. Keep or cut. It's simple as that. Cynthia, are you there?
I am. Hello, beautiful ladies. First of all, I just want to say the four of you guys are so amazing. And I don't listen to your show every day, but every now and then I check you guys. And so today I caught you all. So I want to say this, the friendship things. I know all of you guys are familiar with the Strength Finders test. And one of my strengths is relator. And relationships are so important to me. And one thing about that relator is that they have to be genuine. And I have a spirit of discernment service. I know when people aren't genuine and deliver news and fake and phony people. So I want to come into something that Caterina said. Caterina is like, I'm that friend that's not high maintenance. You might not hear from me. And that would be me. Like, I love you. And if I'm your friend, you know that my love is genuine and sincere because it's important to me. Again, relationships are important to me. But I might not be the person who calls you a lot because I don't require that myself. You know, if I want to talk to you, I just pick up the phone and call you. But you don't have to babysit me. You don't have to call me every day. You don't even have to call me every month. It might be 3-4 months go past, but we don't talk. But I'm okay with that. But I know there's still that love. So let me just take a step here. So one of my childhood friends, we met in the church choir, and we've been friends for a long time, but we've kind of been in and out of each other's lives because I'm married, she's not. And so that's one thing. We don't live in the same city. Not that that matters, but just to make the point. She called me recently, and she was so entertaining. I told her, hold on, Cynthia, hold on. We want to hear that story.
We do.
We got to get some bills. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. You added value to the show. We'll be right back. We got issues. 9 to 9 a.m. the Superstation. We are talking real versus fake friendship. Cynthia, are you still there? You were getting ready to tell us about a story. Talk to us.
Okay, so I was sharing the story about my used to be childhood friend, but she called me recently, maybe about 3 months ago, and her call was all about breaking up with me. And I'll just tell you, this is funny. You know, I told my husband, had he heard the conversation, he would have thought we were dating or something. But anyway, you guys do the best of it. So she calls me and she tells me that she feels like she's more of a friend to me than I am to her. She says, I never tell tell her any personal things about me. I never, she says, you never make time for me. You're always so busy, blah, blah, blah. And she was just going on and on and on. And so I just let her talk, and she said, so therefore, I just, I'm okay with us not being friends anymore. So I probably won't call you anymore. And so she just went on, and I just let her talk. And, so when she was done, I said, well, okay, if that's the way you feel, I totally understand. Thank you for sharing. And that was the end of that. But the one thing that this is what I know. I thank God because He blessed me with a husband that if you ask me who's my best friend, I would probably tell you my husband first. Because he's the person that a lot of times, if I do have something I want to share that's very personal, I'll tell him first before I ever tell a woman. Now, I do have some close friends, but I say these are friends that you can get naked with. Meaning you can tell them your deepest, darkest secret, and they won't go share it with someone else, or they won't judge you because of what you've done or what have you. So, and it's only a few people that I have in my circle like that I can relate to. But I just love this topic on friendship because I tell my girls, I have 2 daughters, and I say, be careful of that label that you put friend on, because everybody's not your friend. They're young, they're still growing, they're 19 and 20. Right. Be careful, because everybody you call your friend is truly not your friend. A lot of times people are just in your life for what they can gain from you, what they can take from you. But this is my last comment. One of my prayers is I ask God to put people in my life that will be mutually beneficial and that we will have a synergetic relationship. Just like you guys, you all make each other better. And that's the type of friends that I want. So if I just have to have one friend like that, I'm okay with that.
That's awesome.
That's so good, Cynthia. So
Much for calling. We got issues. Your comments, your stories meant much. Friendship is essential to the soul. And I heard early on, if you get out of this life one good friend, you're richer than most. Richer than most. Right. And so we just thank you for calling, Cynthia. Godspeed. Thank you for calling. We got issues with the force of friendship. All right. Somebody said, what a topic. So many elements to this. I just wish I could find and keep the real friend that I've tried to be to others. It's so painful when you find out that someone is not the real friend. It's like going through a painful divorce. Bonnie Mac, we've all been there. We've gained and we've lost along the way. Girlfriends, anybody want to respond to that?
You know what? I want to say that. I want to say that one of the things I love that Cynthia said and Bonnie Mac is talking about is that it is a painful situation. One of the things I think that makes us so strong is that we can depend on each other. Like we know we can depend on each other. So when you're talking to someone who doesn't want to be dependent on, it's hard to be friends with them. And it does sometimes feel like a divorce because there's somebody that was there to fill a void sometime and then they walk away from you. But when you have people in your life, girlfriends in your life that you can depend on, like she said, I can tell you anything and I know it's not going to go anywhere, or in our circumstance, we know it's not going to go beyond these people. That is funny, but we know where we can depend, and that's important.
Right.
If one of us has a conversation with the other one before the end of the day, all 4 know what the other person said.
Exactly.
But nobody ever says, did you tell her that? We all know that's how it is.
Exactly. And wait a minute. And sometimes a friend, one of us will call and say, I need you to call so-and-so and say so-and-so.
Right.
Okay.
That's right, because we know each other's lane. We know each other's lane. Right. We know each other. No, she's going to hear it from you better than she's going to hear it from me. Oh, you know how to deliver it. Okay, it's my turn. All right, I'll do it.
That's
I wanted to say something to Bonnie that kind of what Cynthia was talking about. You when that happens and it's painful, it's easy to just be reserved and say, well, then I'll just be okay. But that's like, even in a love relationship, I mean, my heart was broken so many times. And if I had not put myself out there that one more time, I probably would still be that single chick sitting over there thinking, when will be my time? And my time had come, but it would have passed because my heart wasn't open. So even with a friendship, with girl friendships, you just have to be willing. It's their loss. It's not your loss, Bonnie. So for you, the only way you can get hurt is if you give hard, if you give a lot, if you love genuinely. And so just be willing. It's not you. Don't second guess yourself, but that girlfriend will come along because women need girlfriends.
Right.
Men need girlfriends. We all need friends.
Right. And to Katrina's point and Bonnie's point, sometimes that's saying people are in your life for a season, a reason, and a lifetime. And I'm sure all of us can look back over our friendships and say they were there for a season. This one was there for a reason. And then you can look and say, wow, I have good friends that are there for a lifetime. So I have a question, you guys. Have you ever been in a relationship with a friend and a trust was broken? Do you believe that if trust is broken, you can't repair it and get it back to the place that it was before it was broken? Is there a fine line between, if you break the trust, I just cannot ever let myself trust you again? Or do you think you can, of course, forgive, but trust that person again?
It depends on the situation. There are levels. There are levels.
Circumstantial.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, so that's not just a yay or a nay for me. I don't know.
Probably not. Probably no. Probably no. It's hard to get it back.
You know what? Also, you know what? We find out sometimes, we've all found out that we've been disappointed in ourselves when we shut somebody out, when we found out that something was going on in their life and they weren't strong enough or courageous enough to say that something bad was happened and they took it out on us, or they started talking about something they shouldn't have talked about just because they needed to be filled up in their cup. They didn't know how to go about getting filled up and they made a bad choice. So some of those people, I know I've reached back to them and I've had a hearty conversation with them. And again, I think it's circumstantial whether I trust them again. Right. But I do sometimes, given their longevity with me or given their journey with me, I think they are owed an opportunity to find out what is going on with you.
Good,
because
Gloria.
That is so different than you normally be.
Yeah,
this is why we're having a girlfriend's trip when we can have a girlfriend's trip.
That's right.
We gonna laugh like we laughed at that mansion, okay? I can't wait for the girlfriends to be able to come travel with us. Where we going? Where we going?
Where we going?
Somewhere fabulous. Somewhere fabulous. Well, ladies, another day, another show, some more information shared. We got better today. We got better today by talking about real girlfriends versus fake girlfriends, our friendships in general. Thank you for joining. We got issues with Sabrina, Caterina, Gloria, and Crisette. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Ciao.
Bye-bye.